Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you like the video. Today we're going to be doing a blue cut crease. I always start out with my MoodStruck Eye Primer that I just showed on the screen. I'm going to let that set and make sure I press it onto my eyelids and just really make sure that it is dry. Once your eye primer is completely dry, I'm going to go in with this color right here. It is called Pessimistic. It is an oyster gray color, and I am going to use this to kind of set the eye primer, but also make an even canvas on my lids. So do that to both eyes. Once I have the Pessimistic on there, I'm going to go in with the color Thankful. It is just a neon blue, it's super pretty. I am going to start with a fluffy blending brush, and I'm going to put this in my crease. And I'm showing you how bright that is. It is super, super pigmented. These pressed shadows are primer infused already. So I'm going to pick up a little bit of color on my brush, and I am just going to work that in that crease. You don't want to pick up a lot of colors all at once, because if you do, things will get a little bit messy. So we're going to put this in the crease to start with our first color and just build that color up. Alright, and once I have my crease to the color that I want it, I'm going to go in with the color Cynical. I'm going to be using a more compact crease brush to do this with, so that color stays right there in the outer V where I want it. So just build that color up to how dark you want it. It's however you want it to look, and I'm just going to make mine pretty dark. And then I'm going to go ahead and do the other eye real quick. Okay, and to cut your crease, you're going to want to brush like the one I just showed. This is actually a cream shadow brush. I'm also going to be using a skin perfecting concealer right here in the color Scarlett. And this is going to help to really get our crease cut and super sharp. I'm going to stick some of that on the back of my hand, and you're going to want to coat both sides of your brush in the concealer. When you start to cut your crease, you're going to start in the very corner of your eye. I don't recommend doing like a full-on swipe like that. I say just do little swipes at a time and take your time with it. This is really going to make our eye look bigger and also a lot brighter if we're wanting to put like a shadow on top of that. Once you're done with the concealer, it is going to be likely that your outside corners are a little messy looking. Just take that same crease brush and just go in and blend that darker color into the concealer just a little bit. And it doesn't take much, and it just looks, it looks really good after you blend it out. I'm going to go in with the color Fancy, and I'm going to put this on my eye on top of the concealer. This is the liner shader brush that I'm going to be using with the color Fancy. And I'm actually going to take my fluffy blending brush and kind of pat down that concealer before I put the Fancy on there. So I'm just doing that to both eyes, and then I will pick up with the color Fancy. And I'm not going to put that color all the way up to the crease. I am just doing it on my eyelid, but leaving a little bit of that white showing because I really want that crease to be cut and saw. So I'm really wanting that crease to be a little bit more stand outish. So I'm just taking that same cream shadow brush and just going over that crease just a little bit more. After you do that, you will have to go in and fix up your outside corners and maybe add a little bit to your lid again. But it doesn't take much and it'll go super fast. And if you feel like you need to blend out that darker color just a little bit, go ahead and do that with your fluffy blending brush. So now we're going to go in with the color Optimistic. It is a beautiful shimmery bright color, and we're going to use this to highlight our inner corners. I'm going to use that and do it with my finger actually. I just get a lot more pigment in those inner corners when I use my finger. So just tap that on your inner corners and it is super, super bright. And then I'm going to go in with my fluffy blending brush and I'm going to use the color Pessimistic again. That was that first color that we used. And this is the color that I'm going to use, you guys, to highlight under my brow. Since I'm doing a pretty shimmery eye, I will highlight under the brow with a matte color. And if you feel like below your brow is looking a little bit messy, once you highlight with that color, it will take away that messiness. Okay, just make sure that when you're blending it, you are blending it towards your nose and not blending it outwards. If you blend it outwards, it may start to look a little bit more messy and it may go out farther than you want it to. But key to this is definitely a light hand. It has taken me some time to really get over having a heavy hand. I still have a heavy hand, but I just got to tell myself to do it lightly. Your shadow is complete, we're going to go in with a dip and draw eyeliner. This is in the color Perfect. It is just black. When I do my wings, the really only tip that I have about them is I don't start from the eye and draw out. I start from the outside of the eye and draw inside to the eye with my first line. So to me, the hardest part is making this first line right here. It's either going to come out good or it's going to come out bad. Sometimes it'll be a nice straight line. Sometimes, or most of the time for me, it will curve. But it's something that I'm definitely practicing and just trying to better myself at. And this right here, I just kind of put in there so you could see the finished look of both eyes. And after our eyeliner, I'm going to go in with my favorite product, and it is the Epic Mascara, you guys. It is one of my favorite products. It is a one-step mascara. I do say with this, I do one or two coats of it. I'm going to do my first coat on my top lashes. And once I have my top lashes done, I'm going to let those dry and then go ahead and go to my bottom lashes. And once I have done that to both eyes, I will comb out the lashes first and then go in with one more coat. This is, like I said, it's just a one step, but it is still buildable. So 2 coats to me is like perfect. All right, and here is where I'm actually going to go in with my brow lash comb and just comb those lashes out. I'm just going to do the first side first, and then I'm going to do my second coat of it because I want to let that other eye dry before I comb them out. So lashes aren't lashes without curling them. I don't like to curl mine with your regular curling tool. So I use a blow dryer and just blow those bad boys up, and that really does the trick for me. And then we're going to go ahead and do the same exact thing for the other eye. So the last thing we're going to do is our lips, and the first thing I'm going to do is line the lips with Plush Lip Liner. It is just a mauve color. We are going to do a nude lip today. You do want to make sure that your lips are clean and free of any dead skin before you do this part. So you don't have any kind of, clumpiness in your lipstick. I do overline my lips to make them appear bigger. I mainly overline where the Cupid's bow is and right there at the bottom of my bottom lip, or I guess the middle of my bottom lip is where I overline. And then when I bring it towards the insides of my mouth, I will just follow my regular lip line. Then I will go in with the color Sublime. This is a perfect nude color. These liquid lipsticks, you guys, go super far. So a little goes a long way. So when you're applying this, you want to really make sure that you wipe off that applicator. And I'm just going to apply that just a little bit to my lips. And then I will take my finger, you guys, and blend the lipstick into the lip liner. Now, if you need to add a little more lip liner, go ahead. If you need to add a little bit more lipstick, go ahead. Just do what you are comfortable with.